Hey guys, Kakarot197 again. This time with an unboxing of the Warhammer 44th scale Gym Command. Not the high-grade Universal Sentry, but the old 89 no grade. And man, there is something magical about these old school boxes. That art is just magnificent. Then when we have a look at the sides, you will just get the same information again here. Then on the big side, we get some painted pictures front and back, but also one unpainted picture, which is pretty damn nice if you're thinking about buying this and you know what to expect. My little price tag, I paid 400 yen for this at Mandarake. And on this side, we have some action poses, a close-up of the face when you actually do paint it. And here, this leads me to believe that I have either an original print of this thing or at the very least a print run that was relatively close to when this thing was released. Because even though Bandai does reprint old model kits without any changes, the one thing they have changed is having this pura or like plastic recycle symbol that they need by law, which is not yet on this thing. Also, the kind of old smell that comes from the box leads me to believe that this is a relatively older model kit, not just because it's from '89. And then when we have a look at the parts inside, I get yet another indication that this is probably an original print run, because the bag is not heat sealed like you would get with modern kits, but it's actually stapled together, which, if I remember correctly, is kind of a thing they used to do with the older model kits. Actually, let's just have another look at my Gallus J, because I think that should now have... Yeah, again, if they reprint an older model kit, they do just use modern packing technology and they don't actually have someone staple it together. But yeah, that is how you recognize an original, or at least close to original print run of these 80s model kits, should there actually be a collector out there that cares about that kind of stuff. And for its time, the Gym Command was a pretty damn advanced model kit. When you look at these parts, you get a clear visor, you get hands that are molded, and even like a separate trigger finger. Stuff like this, when you look at the Gundam Wing model kits from 95, 96, 97-ish, you would not expect that this thing is older than those Gundam Wing model kits, even though they're both no grade 1/44 scale kits. Another thing that's really cool is the manual. Again, that art. I would buy an art book with this. Here we have... the gym version drawn by, what was his name again? Yutaka Izubuchi. And I really do enjoy the redesign of this gym. It does make the gym look a little bit less grunty than it does in its original design, and it also puts it more in line with the Gym Command. I would buy a model kit with these proportions. It just looks so nice. It's a shame they never released one, even if it was just an old model kit from this same line. I would go for it. So yeah, we just get the usual, some close-up shots of the parts, the weapons. It even lists the beam spray gun as a weapon of the Gym Command, even though I don't think I've ever seen a game or a cutscene where the Gym Command ever uses the vanilla gym spray gun. Interesting. And then when we have a look at the back, we have the same pictures that we saw in the box, and a Gym Command saying, just please send me a letter. That's cute. And then we just get the usual instructions. Also included in the box is this sales card, which I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with it, because I think I need a stamp of a sales clerk in order for this thing to do anything, whatever it's supposed to do. So that's all for the unboxing of the Gym Command. I always love these old school model kits, especially the ones from the 80s, like late 80s, that kind of blow your mind away with how good they were back in the time, as opposed to some of the model kits they released in the 90s. So then, that's all for this video. A big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all again tomorrow with a review of this thing.